This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids.
What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and 2016 is pretty much in the books. So now we're going to look forward to 2017. 2017, I'm definitely looking forward to a lot of stuff. I see great things happening in 2017. I think we're now at that point where we're getting to the possible midpoint or end point. I don't know exactly how it's going to be viewed because with stuff like PlayStation Pro being like a half measure iterative hardware release to the Xbox Scorpio, Project Scorpio, which is supposed to possibly be coming out this year. They're saying 2017. It's going to be more than just an iteration and half measure. It seems like this is Microsoft's new console generation launch. Remember, from Xbox to Xbox 360, they didn't wait that long. It was a few years in between that, and then they boom, here we go. We're starting the generation off again. So that's how I view the Xbox Scorpio. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a fucking interesting year with this, new hardware coming. Plus, you got the Switch from Nintendo coming in March. Whew, 2017 is gonna be a very, very interesting year. Now with that being said, what are we anticipating in 2017? Now I narrowed it down to 5 games that I'm mostly anticipating in. Anticipating. Um, and I have to say, I think there's a lot more coming. Of course, we have a lot of stuff out there that's haven't been giving a exact release date. Like we don't know when stuff like Outlast, uh, Outlast 2. We don't know when that's necessarily dropping. Hell, we don't know when the Nintendo Switch is dropping. We know there's going to be a Marvel vs. Capcom um, game, but we don't know when that's going to be dropping. Um, Sony has some stuff in the works, like Spider-Man. You have to assume Spider-Man is going to be a 2017 game because you figure they're going to want to kind of capitalize off of whatever happens with the movie and throw that out there. So, you probably have that. It's just a lot of possibilities on the table. But here's my top 5 most anticipated games that have been pretty much confirmed. Although I will say this, I know a lot of people will feel like one of them is probably going to get delayed. I sincerely doubt it because of the company, but I will get to that. And this is in no particular order. Of course, one being MLB The Show 17. That's a game that I'm always going to anticipate because I love that series. Again, said it before, say it 100 times more, and then some. Best sports franchise video game. Period. They make it the best close as to a full sim game as I can think. I can't think of anybody else who comes close. No other development comes close to Sony San Diego, in my opinion. So that's one of them. And again, it's not in any particular order. That's just one. Another game that I'm anticipating, Red Dead Redemption 2. Love the first Red Dead Redemption. It kind of redeemed me on Rockstar because a lot of people who know me knows that Grand Theft Auto 4 was the window that opened and showed all of the fucking dirty laundry and the crack in Rockstar's open world games. I won't go into detail, but I still think 4 was overrated. I think 5 has a bit of rated nature to it as well, because Rockstar what they get away with, where other companies can't get away with, is repetitiveness. Rockstar, it has lots of repetitiveness in their open world um, games, in particular GTA, that they get a pass on that other people would get buried for. Mind you, the games are always fun, solid. So it is what it is. That being said, Red Dead Redemption, that one was a fresh breath of air because while it still had those mechanical quirks and flaws that bothered me about GTA, the fact that it was in a different setting helped it tremendously. Great characters as always. Great characters coupled with that environment made that a great game. I mean, I played 10 hours the first day it came out. That's how much I like that game. And I'm looking forward to see where they're gonna go now, because spoiler alert for a game that's God, how long is that? 4 or 5 years old. The main protagonist died. They could use his son and continue, but the game was set at a time where America was making that transition from that type of living, frontier living, to a more modernized one. So I'm gonna be curious to see where Red Dead is set, who's the characters, how the story's gonna go. But I'm definitely looking forward to that. It has no release date, but I put it on this list because I'm pretty damn sure that Rockstar is not going to skip out. It's probably going to come out in September. Online, it'll come out when it come out. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2. Mass Effect Andromeda. Now this is on the list not because I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, but mostly because I'm very, very curious to see where they're going to go with the story and how it's going to flesh out after what happened at the end of Mass Effect 3. I think that they have an opportunity for expanding the universe a lot more and giving you a lot more to do, to explore. Kind of leaning more towards a more traditional RPG with great third-person action. I'm looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it. Horizon Zero Dawn is another game that I'm looking forward to. Guerrilla Games, I have a great respect for them from a technical standpoint because they've made some great, gorgeous games. Um, you know, my last Killzone looked phenomenal. Didn't really care that much for it gameplay wise, but looked phenomenal. But now they get to stretch their legs and do something different, go beyond the box. And I'm hoping that they have a Naughty Dog effect, where remember Naughty Dog was always the Jackson Daxter studio, and all of a sudden they went from the Jackson Daxter Crash Bandicoot studio to making one of the greatest third-person adventure franchises ever, and establishing a new third-person adventure game in a dystopian apocalyptic setting, and making that arguably one of the best games ever made. So they could pull a Naughty Dog here if they really do a great job with Horizon Zero Dawn. And I'm hoping that they do because it looks fantastic. Five, of course, is going to be South Park, Fracture But Whole. Can't wait. Fucking that first one caught everybody by surprise. This one's not, but hopefully they can live up to it. I'm not expecting them to equal or surpass, but be a very, very good, be your own thing or being very good at it, hopefully. But we shall see. So those are the five most anticipated games. Now I'm gonna go and make a couple of predictions for 2017 to end this video. So we have have our picks. We have our thoughts on what type of year, but now let's see what we can predict here. Um, One prediction, of course, is going to be I think Nintendo's going to cancel the Wii U version of Breath of the Wild. Yeah, they were at the Game Awards and they were playing it with the Wii U gamepad. I just don't see that game coming out on the system, and I think this is going to be the first time ever a Zelda did not come out on a Nintendo system that was released. Correct me if I'm wrong. Which is sad state of affairs. Nintendo, get your shit together. Come on, I know you guys got money in the bank, and you got this mobile thing going on. I don't know what else you're going on, but please don't neglect your brand like you've been doing. Um, Prediction number 2. Xbox Scorpio will come out at a high price, and while I believe it will be successful, I also believe that this is, and it will be announced by Microsoft, the final gaming console that they release. Um, I've been saying it for a while. I think Microsoft is just taking a path to where they are disconnecting themselves from the hardware, but not the brand. I don't really think. I think the Scorpio is there. You know what? We've been getting our ass kicked. We need something to put us back on top so we can keep our games on the top of the consciousness. So the Scorpio is going to be this uber powerful machine that's going to be similar to a computer, and I think it's going to kind of cost similar to a low-end computer. Um, Ultimately, I think they'll phase it out, and we'll just go completely Windows gaming, because they don't have a lot of publishers, but being that you control the platform that PC gaming come on, and you have all the resources, if you can get a couple of studios, like how you got Bungie and Lionheart, and then contracted Epic to establish 3 great franchises, they could do the same thing PC only and be much more happier. But it's it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be very, very interesting to see um, how the path goes, because I don't think Microsoft necessarily wants to continue to make their hardware. They love the Xbox brand. The Xbox brand is big. It's huge. It sells. If they can transfer it over to the PC market and become what they were before they came out with the Xbox console, I think they would be happy. I think they would be genuinely happy to see that pan out like that. All right, and the third, I know people have been saying this is a joke and that Sony doesn't care, but, and I'm not doing this to be mean. Shout out to my boy Abel Green, Big Fry. I know you guys love this franchise, but I said it a couple of weeks ago, and I'll say it again. Sony likes nostalgia. They like to take advantage of your nostalgia, and therefore the third position is you're going to get an announcement about SOCOM somewhere along the line, because it is the 25th anniversary of SOCOM. It is one of Sony's big, most revered franchises, and you have stuff like Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, Days Gone. All of those are on the plate. You're gonna have the rapper remake. You already have the Crash Bandicoot one. I would not be surprised if they did the same treatment to SOCOM, and there's probably a couple of more series like Bushido Blade that they could come back and do the same thing at the appropriate time. But I think that's what Sony's waiting for as far as um, the whole SOCOM thing, is the appropriate amount of timing and a way to put the event in a position. Like, I think you're not going to hear it until the end of next year, like at the PlayStation Experience, because they love to drop big bombshells there. And I think Sony's smart because that lets the studios work on and develop things and all that. So it's gonna be interesting. 2017, people. But anyway, hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I shall holler at you later. It's your boy Black Makers, and I'm out, y'all. Deuces.